Its fancy name is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, but most people know it by its much simpler names, ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. It's hard to diagnose, it is impossible to treat, and it kills.
And there's an important event that's next week right here in Alabama to raise money to find a cure. And here to talk about the CEO Sok and about everything ALS is Dr. Indu Navar. I want to thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, first, let's talk about ALS because it's hard to detect, it's untreatable, deadly. It sounds pretty hopeless, but you say that there is hope. Tell us more about that.
Yes, absolutely. So the mission for Everything ALS is citizen-driven research with open innovation, and we actually come up with the theme of care to cure. What all those means is that we, the people who have been affected, people who are living with ALS, become researchers. The way they become researchers is that we have a platform where actually they directly come in and start contributing their data, they get involved in the research. And so that way we expedite the research by 1000x. And also we collect the data and analyze using our AI and machine learning platform, which actually can come up with the results much faster than what we have traditionally been able to do. And with that, we have been able to come up with speech as a what we say measurement for progression, which has not been in 75 years, and we were able to do it in less than 2.5 years. So yes, there is hope if we actually all come together in a citizen-driven approach. And this is very similar to how we did during COVID times, also what we did during HIV. So we, the people, have to get involved, and that's what Everything ALS is, citizen-driven research.
So, Dr. Navar, you lost your husband to ALS, and ALS has been in the news in our area just this week because a legendary country music artist, Joe Bonsall of a group called the Oak Ridge Boys, died of ALS. So my question is, one, what is the usual time span between the onset of ALS symptoms and death? And how much of that precious time do patients lose just trying to figure out what's wrong with them?
Oh, a lot. What a great question, Chris. This happened to my husband, and this is why I'm actually doing what I'm doing. Both of us are tech entrepreneurs. I've started many tech companies, and so has he. He was very early on at Amazon, and he built many things, the innovations that Amazon today we all enjoy. Wow. And when we actually went through his first symptom, he was 49 years old, and it took us almost 2.5 years to figure out it was ALS. And the time span for from the symptom to death is about 2 to 5 years. Wow. And if it takes about 2.5 years to get diagnosed, you do the math, a lot of the people are already in the end of life by the time they get diagnosed. And I believe that it's not only unethical, it's inhuman to actually not address this, and which we have known about this for over 80 years. So when I came up with this, up close and personal, I have to say I was not only shocked, I was really, word disgust comes to everybody's mind, is that how can we not have addressed this? So, if I have such big opinion, I started Everything ALS, citizen-driven research, which we have over 7,000 families who are involved and almost over 400,000 people from worldwide who are involved in Everything ALS through our social network.
Wonderful.
Wow, that is wonderful. Yeah. Well, that's all the time that we do have. I want to thank you so much for coming on. But don't forget, the CEO Sok fundraising event is happening here in Huntsville. It is next Thursday, July 18th. And community leaders, they could either volunteer or get challenged to get soaked because it is a great cause. We do have a lot more information. It's on our website at waytv.com.
And we will be right back. Thank you for joining us.